Welcome everybody to Deering High School here on this Thursday night. It is January 9th, and it's a crosstown rival, and this is the second of the two games between these two crosstown rivals.
Yeah, and I have to say right at the start of this, I graduated from Portland High. And Seth, what school did you graduate from?
I graduated right here at Deering.
Okay, so we'll try to be civil as we broadcast this game with each other. Continue on.
And in the first matchup, Portland did come away with the victory 36-32, and that game was played at the Expo here also in Portland, but tonight's game is at the home of the Deering Rams. And
yeah, it should be a good game.
Deering's hoping to come away with today's victory. They haven't had the best season, only winning 1 and losing 8, but it's a learning curve in this new program, but Portland also under a new program, so both teams trying to figure things out with new coaches.
Yeah, and one is for the Portland coach is, he's been around basketball forever, and I'm not sure about the new coach for Deering, but he certainly knows sports pretty well. So, they're both trying to build, like you said, a program that they can make proud for each school, and it's just going to take a little bit of time and knowledge of each player and what they're capable of, and basically putting them in the right position to be the best they can be.
Yeah, Portland not having the season they want. They are 2-8 on the season, including the one of the wins was against this Deering team. Portland's going to look to get the third win on the board. Deering looking for their second. Good thing for Portland is that in Class AA, everybody makes the tournament. So it's just about fine-tuning during the regular season before you hit the ground running for the tournament. Unfortunately for Deering in Class A, only the top 8 teams make it, and currently they are outside looking in.
Well, and there's still time to try to even get into the 8th position. It's not the most ideal position to be in, but if you're in the 8th position, you get to play a playoff game. And if you're not a senior, you can take that into next year and see where it takes you as you mature into being a better basketball player during your career.
Yeah, good thing for both of these programs is their players are underclass, and a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores. So a lot of these players for both teams will be here next year, barring any unforeseen circumstances. So both coaches will have most of the players back for next year. So not only is it about building your culture for this season, but it's about building your culture going into seasons to come.
Right, and not getting discouraged if this year doesn't turn out to be the way you want it to be, because it is, after all, just a fun game, and everybody wants to win a state title, but not everyone wins a state title, and you could be 12-0, go into the tournament and not win a state title, or you can be in 8th place, try to make the tournament, and see what you have.
And so we should have a great one in tonight's match. between the Portland Bulldogs and the Deering Rams. And we'll be back for player introductions and the national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Deering High School for today's girls varsity basketball contest. The Deering girls basketball program would like to welcome our crosstown rivals, the Portland High School Bulldogs. Many of these young women have competed with each other and against each other since grade school, the city's best basketball players. Let's begin with the starting lineups with our visitors from Portland High School. Number 1, Lillian McCullough. Number 5, Olivia Newfield. Number 12, Kylie McCrum. Number 25, Christina West. And number 32, Louisa Ayasta. The Bulldogs are coached by Joe Johnson, assisted by Ashley Anderson and Glenn McCrum. And now the starting lineup for your Deering High School Rams. Number 3, sophomore guard, Angie Keogh. Number 5, junior captain, Peyton Lagassi. Number 10, sophomore forward, Captain Blake Gale. Number 12, junior forward, Amarina Avor. And number 30, senior captain forward, Julia Brown. By Michael Atkins, assisted by Mark Rigg. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and face our nation's flag as we honor America. Those protected with the flag of our national anthem.
And here we go for the start of this game. And Portland wins the tip-off. In the corner, it's off. Cullum with the rebound, putting it up. It's Crush coming away with that rebound for Deering. Keogh bringing it up, handing it off to Gale. In the corner, Keogh missing it. And last touch by Deering.
Yeah, from up here it looked like it was going to swish, but it went right over the basket.
Keogh with a full court press on Ugu, but commits the foul.
Yeah, that should be an indication that this is going to be a tightly officiated match right here. Yeah, it might have been a little bit of push, but I think they're going to call a tight game here. So it should make for a good one.
Ugu gets the ball back. It got tipped. It was picked up by Bendasta and put in for the first basket. It's 2-0 Portland. Keogh driving baseline, will back up, shooting the three, drains it.
Oh, man. First, she made a defender fall backwards and then came out and gave the three-point teardrop.
It's a three, missed on this end. McCullum getting the rebound. McCullum for three, goes in and out. It's ripped away by Bendasta. West
Wow.
to McCullum.
And Portland is doing some good rebounding here on the offensive side. Darren got that one, but Portland's been pretty active on the offensive rebounds.
Keogh with a head fake and couldn't get that to go. And last touch by Portland.
Wow, we're seeing some great moves out of her. She is just like bound and determined, but that one just didn't fall in.
It's inbound to Keogh. Getting it to Crush. Foot on the line, it's missed. McCullum coming away with the loose ball, but it's a turnover. Lily McCullum stepping on the baseline. It's quickly inbound. Yugu getting the steal and gets fouled in the process.
Wow, early on here, Darren with 2 fouls.
It's Julia Crush with her first, team second. And Keogh
travel? Yes.
causing a slight delay on the catch for Yugu.
Yeah, it was amazing how just that little slight delay with the defender going up caused the travel.
Keogh and Yugu takes the ball away. Gale. It's cross court to Legacy, and pass is off target to Abor, out of bounds. Deering holds a 1-point lead. It is 3-2. It's a turnover. Keogh. It's West diving on the floor, and it's going to be a tie-up. Deering will keep the ball. Keogh. It's Gale. Kamada out to Legacy. It's offline. And that's a tie-up. And this time possession arrow is with Portland. Deering not allowing Yugu to get anything even on the other side of the court. West gets fouled, taking the three. Peyton Legacy with her first, team's third.
And we have a long time left to go in this quarter, and they got 3 fouls already. Portland with none. It's 4:31 left to go in this first quarter.
And Fazika West, 2 more. Hitting the second one, tying things up at 3 apiece. And Portland regaining the lead on the 2 made free throws by West. Keogh bringing it up for Deering. We'll get it to Gale. Thought about the 3. Will drive in. Kamada to Keogh.
What grade is Keogh in?
Keogh is a sophomore.
Well, see, as we were talking about in the opening, prior to the game starting, that bodes well for Deering because Keogh is quite the ball player.
And there's only room for growth here on out. And that's a out of bounds, but
Yeah, because no one touched it. It has to go back to where it initially came from, not off to the side.
Yugu will bring it over half court. McCullum will drive baseline, and it's a double dribble.
Oh, I thought for sure it was going to be a reverse layup underneath.
Keogh bringing it up for Deering. Gets it to Gale. Gale moving away from where the pass was. Bobbled it a little, but Deering fortunate enough. The ball last touched by Portland.
Yeah, bounced off a knee.
Keogh will stop, missing the 3, and that's a tie-up. It's Deering arrow. Yeah, there's been 3 tie-ups, Portland winning the tip-off. So Deering started off with the possession arrow. Into Gale, rolls out, and Bendesta getting the rebound. Yugu bringing it up. It slightly off from Deering's defense in the paint.
Yeah, it's been tough to try to get the ball in underneath. Both teams are playing some good defense.
And that one's in the corner.
Well, if you can't get it to roll in underneath, you got to go to the three-point line.
In the corner, Lagasse will step back. Deering ends up with the ball.
Well, I'll tell you, there's been some good hustle and fighting for the ball by both teams in this game so far.
Gale will drive baseline and dribbling it off her foot. Yugu bringing the ball up. And it's a foul on Deering. And Angie Keogh being called for her second.
Well, they're going to have to be careful here.
Portland in the bonus. West in the corner misses that. It was Tillman with the rebound. It is 7-3 Portland. Tillman and
yeah, the Deering player just taking her eyes off the ball for that split second. And that's all it takes for that ball to just go through your hands or right past you.
Yugu. McCollum off. It was rebounded by Deering. Portland with the turnover. Keogh getting the hand on the ball to give it back to Deering. And it's out of play. Last touch by Deering.
Wow, Keogh's going to be careful with those reach-ins. You certainly do not want to get another foul here.
It's Lily McCollum bringing it up. McCollum getting it to Yugu. And one too many steps on the Euro step.
Yeah, that was a Euro step onto France and then to England. One too many countries.
It's missed. Last touched by Portland. Deering just can't get anything into the basket.
You know, and we've done a number of both boys and girls games, and it just seems that's been the function through the first quarter for both. That no matter how many times you try to roll that ball in, the net doesn't want any part of it.
Lily McCollum getting the steal and laying it in with her left hand. It is now a 9-3 lead. 27 seconds on the clock. Keogh will throw it up, almost getting it to go. Tillman with the rebound. Keogh getting the... It's a long two. That one, Tillman with the rebound. Getting her own rebound. Yugu getting that one off the glass, and the buzzer will sound.
And it counts.
And so after one, it's Portland 11, Deering 3. Here we go for the start of the second quarter. McCollum getting it to West. And it's taken away by a Boer. A crossover from Keogh. It's a long two for Crush. Rebounded by Yugu. It's a turnover, and that one is a Boer.
Well, maybe the start of the second quarter is going to cure that basket and allow some balls to fall through.
West. Deering not allowing anything in the paint. West in the corner, drains it.
Wow.
Keogh. It's a 3 in the corner, missed. Keogh with the rebound. Crush with the for 3. And rebounded and getting fouled was Blake Gale. Gale will be at the line for 2.
And that's Portland's first foul of the game, too, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
Foul was on Solera Bailey. Yugu on the fast break on the missed free throw and puts it in.
Wow.
It's now a double-digit lead for Portland. Agassi handing it off to Keogh. That one's missed. Yugu with the rebound. Yugu with the Euro step. Couldn't quite hit it high enough off the glass. And Gale trying to get it to Keogh. And right through her hands out of bounds. Portland getting the ball back.
Well, and we've seen Yugu over the years, and she is not afraid to take that ball to the basket, no matter how many people are in front of her. And I have to say that when she graduates from Portland High, she's going to have left some dents and bruises on basketball courts all over this state. She is such a tough ball player.
And getting trapped in the corner. Forced to dribble it out of bounds. Five minutes and 20 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. 16-5 is the score line. Portland. And that floater's no good for Julia Crush.
And that's too bad. That was a beautiful pass. That ball is just not dropping.
West for 3 off the dribble, and that is going to go out of bounds. Legassi bringing it up. Getting it to Gale. Crush. Back to Gale. Gale hits the paint. Kamada. Crush for 3. It's long. Rebounded by Yugu. Yugu getting it up the floor. And Gale getting a hand on the ball, knocking it off of McCullum. And it's going to be a timeout for Deering with 4 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. It's Portland 16, Deering 5. And we're back from Deering's timeout. Down by 11. Almost halfway through the second quarter. Crush, top of the key, is rebounded by Deering, taken away by Bendesta, and McCullum on the other end gets the layup.
Well, Portland is definitely, when they get a hold of that ball, the last few times, of definitely moving it down there at a fast pace.
Gale will get it to Crush. Kamada. And that's on Blake Gale. That's her first, team's first of the quarter. McCrum. McCullum in on the three-point line, and the basket will count for Bendesta.
Yeah, another offensive rebound over there for Portland.
And Huino Bendesta at the line for one free throw. Missing that one. Tillman with the rebound. The foul was on Blake Gale. It's her second, team second. And that one is a foul on Portland. That's on Valeria Yugu. That's her first, team second. It's Celestina Beveridge at the line. And hits the rim, so no violation. McCullum. And miscommunication, it ends up falling to McCrum.
Very fortunate, too.
McCullum getting it to Yugu. And is that a foul on the floor? It's on Rejoice Kamanda. Kylie McCrum inbounding it to Lily McCullum. Bendesta. It's a three. And that one's off the top of the backboard.
Well, and you can definitely see what Portland's trying to do. It's all about ball movement. And you can hear Coach Johnson telling the players where they need to be from the bench.
Kamada, that one goes. We'll see if Deering, with a minute and 56 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter, can make a run closing the gap. It is a 13-point lead for Portland. And it's a 3-second violation on Portland, giving Deering the ball back.
Well, and like you said, they need to start taking advantage of this. So we have a timeout.
And it's a timeout with 1 minute and 42 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. It's Portland 20, Deering 7. And we're back. Deering with possession, down to 13 late in the first half. We'll see what they talked about in the huddle. Tillman getting it to Keogh. Keogh double teamed, will get it to Crush. That one's good.
Okay here. So the ball's starting to drop now for Deering. They just got to play some good defense.
And it's a turnover. Ping-ponging, getting it to Keogh. Keogh with a screen from Crush. Can't get that one to go. McCullum with the rebound. Got to get it over, and it's an 8-second call. No.
Is that a foul?
It's
no?
a foul. Rejoice Kamada with her second, team's fourth.
Yeah, just a little too physical. I think the refs were letting her play, but then it just continued on.
And that hit off the rim. Perfect execution for Yugu. Just couldn't get the right bounce off the glass, and that one's blocked by McCrum. Yugu, it's off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Kane. West at the top of the key. Yugu couldn't get that one to go. Crush with the rebound. Under 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Keogh. And Keogh getting fouled on the shot. Will go to the line for 2.
Well, Deering's picked up a few points here down the stretch here of this second quarter. So
and Kylie McCrum getting the foul. It's her first. Team's third. And so most likely Portland, and that's gonna do it for the end of the first half. And halftime score is Portland 20, Deering 9.
and we would normally do a halftime analysis, but we have a presentation here, and we'll go to the desk, and we'll hear what they have to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we have a very special Portland Public Schools High School Sports presentation. We are honored to be joined by the 2024 Deering Portland Co-op Girls Swim Team, the Ram Dogs. This special team of swimmers is team athletes. We're led by head coach Sarah Rasmussen, Kelly Swift, and John Powell. The Ram Dogs persevered all winter and had success in their meets while traveling throughout southern Maine as they were without a home pool. But no pool, no problem for this team of resilient, gritty swimmers. The Deering High School and Portland High School Co-op Girls Swim Team put on a late season push in a thrilling compromise behind Team Swim to win the Class A state championship at Bowdoin last February. At this time, we would like to present them with their championship banner to join us in honoring the Ram Dogs State Class A Women's Everybody smile.
And a great presentation for the co-op girls swim team winning the state championship from last year.
Yeah, and they're not kidding about, trying to find a place to swim and practice, because just like hockey, it's tough to find time and a place that you can use, a facility to do what you need to do for your sport. And it's not like there's a ton of them around. And, and as most people here in Maine, you do notice that there are many months that you can't even practice outside where there are plenty of pools. So you're kind of stuck.
Yeah, and there was a pool not too far from here at the Riverton Community Center, but that one is no longer in use. And so there's not too many places that have a pool, an indoor pool here in Portland or the greater Portland area. So to find places to practice and win a state championship is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know they sell those endless pools where you can practice, but you can't fit a whole team in there to do a relay practice.
And so with the game on hand,
we're back to basketball, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Deering not able to get too much on the offensive side of things, but holding Portland to 20 points, and in an 11-point game, it's still room for Deering to get back into things, but it's going to take just a little bit more luck on some of those layups.
Well, we just have to hope that they're switching sides here, that they'll get some of the rolls Portland had in the first half.
Yeah, it's tough going for Deering. Portland, on the other hand, getting a little bit more easy looks, mostly on fast breaks, on missed opportunities for Deering. And sometimes when you get the rebound and not allow the other team to set up any defense on the half court, it's easy to get a mismatch or easy to get a wide open lane to the basket.
Yeah, Portland definitely was moving the ball up court fast.
And so we'll see where Deering goes from here, but there needs to be some work on the offensive side. The defensive side for Deering has been fine this game, but to minimize some of the fast break points that Portland has gotten, it's just about making the baskets that you get.
Yeah, it's not for lack of trying. It's just that the the ball's not been dropping. And so we'll have to see what happens. You can't get discouraged. And like you said, it's only 11-point lead that Portland has here. And that can easily be overcome. And you don't have to throw up 3-pointers to do it. You just gotta get in there and get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 to drop.
And so halftime score is 20-9, Portland over Deering. And we'll be back for second half action. And we're back for the start of the second half. Deering starting off with the ball. Lagasse getting it to Crush. Gale will drive towards the baseline, getting it back to Crush. Keogh will drive in and too hard off the glass. Keogh getting the ball. 2 Portland players falling down, and Ugu having to throw it away in order for there not to be a travel.
Yeah, well,
And couldn't make either.
I think we've decided, I've decided that this end of the court is still not going to be nice to Deering's hopes of scoring some points.
McCullum. Back to McCullum. McCrum to West. Quickly to Ugu. Ugu not wanting to pick up the pivot foot with 3 Deering players around. Keogh getting it to Gale in the corner. That one's no good. And off the hands of McCullum. Inbound to Keogh. It's a long 2. West with the rebound. It was tipped. And that one's good for a bore.
Oh, no.
And it's a foul. It's on Angie Keogh. That's her 3rd. Team's first.
And we're early in the 3rd quarter. Those reach-in fouls are those are tough to give those fouls away.
West, McCrum, and West in the corner. That rolls in and out. And Luino Bendesa going to the line, shooting 2. And Blake Gale with 3 fouls now, team's second. So 2 Deering players with 3 fouls. And neither one of those free throws. Keogh. Gale getting the ball stripped. And Portland can't get the first one to go from McCullum, but Bendesa cleaning up the boards and getting the basket.
Yeah, you know, that fast break and then offensive rebounds will get you points.
Keogh And that's a 3-second call. Hugo. McCrum. McCullum will get the floater, missing it. And once again, cleaning up the boards, Bendesta. Gale getting the ball on the pass and gets fouled. Luino Bendesta with her first, team second. Blake Gale at the line. Missing both. It was rebounded by Deering, and it's going to be a tie-up possession arrow with Portland. Hugo bringing it over. West, cross court to McCullum. And a 3-second call on Portland.
Well, and those are the easy giveaways right there. Those 3-second violations.
It's a long two. Tillman with the rebound, getting it to Keogh. Just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 24-11 Portland over Deering. Abor with Keogh cutting. West taking the pass away. Yugu to a wide open McCullum, and Bendesta once again cleaning up the boards.
Another great offensive rebound leads to points.
And it's a full timeout for Deering here with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. It's Portland 26, Deering 11. And we're back. We'll see what Deering talked about in the huddle. Keogh with the hesitation, driving into two Portland players.
Well, you know, if that's any indication, they took it right to the basket.
Keogh thought about the three, will take it back, calling a play. Tillman. Keogh trying the reverse layup.
Oh, that would have been sweet if it went in. She just was too close to underneath the basket.
And every time Yugu gets into the paint, getting double teamed. West in the corner, short. Tillman with the rebound, getting it to Keogh. It's Keogh for three. West getting the rebound in traffic. McCullum with Lagasse guarding her. No urgency for Portland with a large lead.
Well, the one thing I've noticed,
West in the corner, drains it.
after the last call for Portland being in the paint, 3-second violation, they are definitely not stepping in the paint without the ball.
And West getting a hand on the ball, but unfortunately goes out of bounds. And on that three, Portland gets to their largest lead of the game at 18. Deering has not led since they were up 3-2 earlier in the first quarter. Keogh off the mark. West with the rebound and getting fouled by Celeste Tillman. It's her first, team's third. Yugu getting a screen, will shoot the three, missing it. It fell to Gale, getting it to Keogh. It's a three. Yugu with the rebound. Off of the miss by Crush. Yugu going all the way. Gale with the block, getting it to Keogh. And a great bounce pass, but a even better block for Bailey. And Gale floating it in.
Wow. We are seeing a lot of Dikembe Mutombo's no you don'ts with those blocks.
And, ooh, that's not.
Ooh.
Is that on? That is on Angie Keogh. That's her fourth.
Yeah.
And that's going to force the hand of Deering. And Keogh just fell trying defending Yugu. But with 54 seconds left to go in the third quarter, having to come out with 4 fouls.
Yeah, and then we'll have to see how many minutes she gets in the fourth quarter. I mean, do you start her and hope for the best, or do you let her stay on the bench and bring her in later?
McCullum.
Well,
And coach telling his team not to shoot the basketball with a large lead.
well, they're going to be going to the line, so what does the player do? The coach says you can't shoot the ball, but she's at the line. I guess it's okay then, right?
I think it's, yeah.
I
think
it's safe.
about running the clock.
Yeah, no, I know. It's safe to say it's okay to shoot the ball now.
And Libby Kane at the line. Foul was on Blake Gale. That was also her fourth. So both Gale and Keogh on the bench. And that one goes out, so both are missed. And got to get it over.
Getting close. There we go.
Lagasse with McCullum guarding her. Crush. Get it to Kamada. We'll put it up.
Ooh.
And West with the rebound. McCullum. 10 seconds. West, top of the key. And couldn't get that one to go. Was Libby Kane. And so the horn will sound for the end of the third quarter. It's Portland 29, Deering 13. And here we go for the start of the fourth quarter. Deering starting off with possession. Kamada driving baseline. Will get the ball back. Lagasse swinging it around to Crush. Kamada, and she is fouled on the floor. It's on Libby Kane. That's her first. It's Kamada able to keep it, and that is a Boer who will go to the line.
Yeah, I mean, that was some great ball movement to get that ball underneath. It just wouldn't fall in.
Lily McCullum.
Well, it only took 29 seconds for, no, she's not coming in yet. And I'm not sure what's going on. They only let some in and some out here on that whistle.
Maybe it's for the...
All right, well, there you go, 2 free throws. And entering the game, number 3 for Deering with 4 fouls.
Yeah, Keogh and Gale both in, needing to be careful, not wanting to pick up, down by 14.
But, you know, they need to be in. They're still...
Keogh getting the steal and the basket on the other end, and showing why Keogh is in even despite the 4 fouls. But those reach-ins need to be careful not to hit any of the arm. Yugu, the runner's no good. Fight for the rebound. Tillman coming away with that one. Keogh slowing things down. It's a 3 by Crush. Off the mark. Gale getting it to Beveridge.
Ooh.
Keogh for 3. And Beveridge will put it up and will go to the line for 2 more free throws, and that stops the clock.
Well, and at this point, they need to start hitting free throws. It's an easy way to chip away at the point difference.
And it's a free throw violation going too early on Deering. Shot didn't count, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. It did not go in, but it wasn't a live ball. So Deering able to set up their half-court defense. Yugu, and it's a player-controlled foul. It was a Gronk. It was a Gronk push-off with the elbow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a regular call for him. And then once he retired, I think it's like it's a free-for-all now in the NFL.
And Yugu saving it, but it went right to Keogh. Last touch by Portland. Inbound to Gale. Gale putting it up, missing it. Tillman with the rebound. And falls to West off the block by Bendesa. McCollum to West. McCollum wide open for three. Hits off the front of the rim. Beveridge trying to get the rebound. Bendesa getting it out to, it's a long two for Solera Bailey. Getting the first points for Portland, just over 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Gale, and that's blocked by Yugu.
Boy, Yugu's been all over the court, doing her part for this Portland team.
Keogh coming away with the loose ball, getting it up to Tillman, but the active hands by Yugu tipping that out.
And once again, right in the middle of the play.
Kamada getting it to Keogh. Kamada couldn't get that one to go. Yugu couldn't get that runner to go. Gale with the rebound. Keogh will bring it up. And it's a in and out move for Keogh, but got too much palm underneath the ball for a carry.
You don't see that often, but I think sometimes, you know, when you're moving too fast.
Yugu will get the basket. It's on Celeste Tillman, the foul. Off the miss. Bendesta not able to clean that one up. Keogh. Kamada getting it to Gale, and that one's good.
Yeah, it's so nice. That was a beautiful inside pass, and it was nice of the basket to let that one fall in for Deering.
Just over 3.5 minutes to go in this game. It's Portland 33, Deering 19. West will stop, shoot. Bendesta getting the rebound. A long two is missed. Gale fighting for the rebound with Yugu. And possession arrow is with Portland. quick inbound to Lowino Bendesta, sending her to the line. And Blake Gale, her night is done with 5 fouls. And Blake Gale with great sportsmanship, shaking the hands of the coaching staff for Portland. And getting 1 of 2 is Bendesta. Keogh. Abor. Crush will shoot the 3 and gets that one at the top of the key.
All right. Daring trying to make this a little interesting in the last few minutes we have here, and that was almost a travel.
And tie up, possession arrow with Deering. Deering having a shot at getting this down to a 10-point lead.
Which would be pretty good.
Keogh, Abor. Back to Keogh. Keogh with the floater, hits off the front of the rim. McCullum will get around Beveridge and over half court. West get it into the corner, baseline drive, and it's missed by Rosario. Keogh, just over 2 minutes to go in this game. Crush to Abor. Abor driving in, and
oh, foul on Deering. Thought they just like bumped into each other, but it's called a push.
it's on Beveridge. It's her first, team's fourth. Only the team's third. Deering gets the turnover. And it's a travel on Deering. McCullum will get it to West in the corner. And couldn't get that one to go. Keogh, West gets in there. Keogh able to wrestle it away. Abor will put it up, hits off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Bailey.
It's so funny. The side of the backboard's okay, but if you hit it off the top of the backboard, it's not.
And it's a 30-second timeout with 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go in this game. It's Portland 34, Deering 22. And we're back. And almost taken away. Abor getting the takeaway. Kamada, Crush for 3. Couldn't get that one to go. It was rebounded by Bailey. Getting it up to West.
And at this point, yeah, you know, I I just heard the coach say, why? Under a minute. Just hold on to the ball.
And 44 seconds left on the clock. Barring a miracle, Portland will come away with the win. Final score yet to be determined. Portland able to get it over West. And it looks like Portland will just hold on to the ball. West.
Yeah. Can't imagine that they would put this up at all.
It's McCrum. And the horn will sound for the end of this game.
I still think the coach for Portland didn't want his players shooting the ball, but she did rebound it, so, and the clock ran out.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing Deering could do other than just watch them dribble it out.
Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough one for Deering. You know, I don't know what the percentage is for shots and score, because we gave our stats team the night off so they could watch the college football playoffs. So I have to assume they threw it up quite a bit, and it's just that darn ball would not go in the hoop.
Yeah, it was a tough one for Deering on the offensive side of things. They did great on the defensive end, but when you don't put points on the board, it's hard to win games.
Well, and Portland, when they shot the ball, they had quite a few offensive rebounds and was able to put the ball back up or send it back out for another shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's back to the drawing board for this young Deering team. But Portland is probably thrilled getting their third win of the season, moving to with those 3 wins. Hopefully can build up some momentum heading towards the end of the season. But for both teams, it's been a tough season. But when you beat your crosstown rival, you can forget about what the record is, but the only record that matters between these two teams is Portland is 2-0 this season against Deering.
Yeah, and so, you know, bragging rights go a long way, even if you don't in the playoffs or make the playoffs, you know, because a lot of these kids, you know, with having choice of which high school you want to go to, a lot of these kids have known each other for a long time, probably went to elementary school and middle school, and now they play for 2 different high schools. And maybe they some even live in the same neighborhoods, but play for 2 different schools. So, yeah, there is some bragging rights just walking through your neighborhood when you're wearing your school colors.
And so final score in tonight's game is 34-22 Portland over Deering. And saying so long, this has been a production of WPPS TV3 Portland Public Schools. Saying good night.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you again soon, I'm sure.